Hey, Profit Takers, it's Victoria here. In this video today, I'm going to go over oil and gold. Now, gold and silver often confluence with one another, right? But this is one of my favorite setups, the three previous day high and low, and this is something that I tend to look for more often than none. Okay, and I'm going to go over the differences because, as you can see on the indicator, the gold trade didn't have any confirmation on the highs and lows in the previous day counts. The previous day counts will show up based on the peak formation high or low confirming for it to then count the breaks after that, right? So basically, we have the low, and then it'll count the breaks from there. Okay, so that's how I had that done. And again, so let's go over it. Last week, oil gave us the three previous day low, right? The three previous day low breaks, which when that happens, I know that it's going to do it again. It's going to do it again. And it did it for the long three previous day high. It did it here. So Thursday we had the high. So you want to mark that out because this was the area where we're looking for the market structure break. All right. And here we see that the market closed out of balance. And so when markets close out of balance, the breakouts can fail or they can they can just continue. So this one actually failed, right? And we got a W, little small W here at the low of the week for Friday. And then we continue to go long, right? And one of the things on this MT5 I don't have is a close price indicator, which I'm getting added. And I'm also getting Friday's closing price added to it. Okay, so markets closed in balance. Okay, so markets closed in balance. That just means that it needs new information, right? Nothing, you just really don't know. But the moment we got this high on the inside here and we started to break highs, then we knew, okay, then we knew this is right. Obviously, we're so far away from that low. It's like, how could we not know? Unless it started to break down, right, at the open range low, but it did not do that, right? It's basically maintained the structure from Friday's closing price, right? That was the support. So on Monday, we got the close out of balance, right? And again, it closed outside of the previous day range. So Tuesday, we had another opportunity to take this market long, okay? So I knew up at this point, now we're going to have another break, a previous day high break. So I'm going to be looking at this for a possible reversal because sometimes, after these three breaks, you can get the reversal, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that, okay, because on this day price closed inside, right? The out of balance ones are more like the probability just goes up because when they close inside and close in balance, you just don't know what it's going to do. You just have to wait to see what price does at the day, right? So today, Wednesday, it was technically your third day, right? Your basic weekly template, like, what Stacy Burke talks about: Monday, day one; Tuesday, day two; Wednesday, day three, and then it resets again to day one, right? So I was expecting this to reverse, and it did a nice push, a nice W to the high of the day, and then it started to break down, right? So once it broke through the previous day high, it was on. Okay, so that was the trade of the day for me. This was a great trade. All right, so now let's look at gold, right? Now, gold didn't have any, the market didn't show anything. It didn't show us anything, right? So what do? We just go back to the basics, right? When you're lost in the sauce. So just like with oil, we had a market that closed out of balance on Thursday. It failed on Friday, and it started its pump. So identify this area here, right? This is where we need to break the structure. And we did break it and it closed out of balance, right? So now we break it again, came back down to this level, and then it closed out of balance, right? Because this was the previous day high right there, and we closed outside of that. So today was day 3, right? Even though we've closed out of balance twice, it still belongs in the market, right? So now you're just looking at how is price going to behave. And by the time I got here, and lo and behold, it was already a short market, guys. We have this nice pin bull here, and it was already breaking down. So I basically got into this market. I'm still in this market towards the end of the day. As you can see, I had just put my stop loss in profit already. So I'm basically waiting to see if this thing is going to get all the way down, break through the open range, or perhaps even get close to this areas where I have the targets for right now. I may have to change them. I'm just going to watch it to see where is it going to finally land, because again, this is still a long market, until I guess we'll find out if we get support here, right? If we get support here and we break through this level, then, obviously we look for the retest to continue on long, or it might get down here and then start going back up here, and then it might just use it for, resistance. I don't know what is going to happen. So just for right now, for today, I'm waiting to see how far down are we going to get, okay, on this out of balance reversal move for day 3. All right, so that's how you would do it whenever there's no, when it's blank and you're lost in the sauce, right? Just go back to the basics of, what happened on, most of the markets for all of these charts, you had some kind of indication on Thursday that something was happening, okay? You had some kind of high or whatever, and whether the here comes Friday and the markets are out of balance and they break out but they fail, so now you have a clue of what could be happening here, right? So that's my take on it. I don't know again what is going to happen, so I'm going to keep watching this, because if that's the case, guys, we do have this low. This is what I was pretty much using as my guide, from that low to this particular range, to see, this is where I was going to take my profits right there. So that is that. Okay. Again, I don't know if it's what is going to happen, but right now we're in profit and we're just going to leave it like that until, the next session. So there's about 15 minutes left in the day before the markets roll over. And we'll just continue to watch this to see how far it goes. All right. So that is it. We will see you in the next one. Ciao for now.